All right, good evening, everyone. Today is day 5 of the 5-day forgiveness challenge. And my goodness, I can't thank you guys enough for sticking in here with me and completing the challenge and staying committed to the process. Because again, a lot of what this is, it's about the process. And that's what we're going to talk about tonight. But really quickly, just to recap, we've done a lot this week. We have forgiven ourselves, and we've told ourselves something very positive as a result of forgiving ourselves. We've learned to forgive other people, whether or not they actually apologize to us or not. We've learned to forgive them. We've written letters to let them know that they hurt us. We've also written letters to ourselves to say, hey, you know what, you messed up. We've also learned to apologize. We've learned the symptoms or what I like to call the patterns in our lives that often lead to pain. So tonight we're going to talk about, really how do you stay on the course? How do you stay the course? How do you live a life of forgiveness? You know, you there are plenty of books out there. I've got one, Unconditional Forgiveness, but there are plenty of books and one amazing book called the Bible that talks about forgiveness. But when you need that information, when you're trying to live in that day to day, it can be difficult at times. I've quite often said, I wrote the book on forgiveness, but it's not easy. It's not easy, trust me. You have to have a mindset that says that you're not going to live in the past. You're not going to allow other people's thoughts, opinions of you dictate who you are. And the third thing, which is really what I want to focus on tonight, is that you've got to surround yourself with positive influences, people that are going to be good, true, committed friends to you. Now, let me describe who is not the best friend for you. It's the one that says to you, "Yeah, girl, if I were you, I'd get back at him. I would do this, I do that." That is not the friend that you need in your corner right now. You need somebody that's going to be positive, that's going to challenge you to grow. It's going to make you commit to doing some things that might be tough, that might be a little challenging. Um, you have to commit to that person because they are going to help you grow. That's what growth is. That's what life is all about. Um, so make sure you surround yourself with good people. Get into a church, get into organizations that will support you, that will, again, provide positive examples and role models of relationships and healthy relationships so that you can, again, begin to better model that. And the reason that this is so important, and this is really why I wrote my book, it's because as a child, I looked at the way my mom handled the situation of my father leaving when I was, less than 9 months old. Okay. I watched how she allowed me to be his son and develop a relationship with him. You have somebody watching you. You are going through something right now, or you've gone through something, and there are people literally on the sidelines waiting to see how you respond. And your response and the way you handle this, in many ways, might dictate how they handle things in their futures. So that's why it's so important that you model positive, forgiving relationships, that you find a way to not hold on to the pain, not hold on to the hurt, and you allow yourself to be happy in spite of what others might do to you. Because again, forgiveness is not about them. It's not validating that what they did was right. It's basically saying, you know what? My life is too blessed to carry this pain around, to carry this burden around. I want to free myself and allow myself to grow and to continue to love. Because in the end, we all want to be loved and we all want to love others unconditionally. But if you've got a wall around your heart and you are bitter and you're angry and you don't trust and you have a hard time communicating, guess what? It's going to be very difficult for you to have the type of relationship that God intended for you to have. So, that's really the core of forgiveness. That's really the core of why it's so important to let things go. That's why it's so important that you model. So look at your friends, And I'm sorry. I know sometimes it's a lot of fun to have some of those folks in the corner that are going to kind of, egg you on and keep mess going. But in the end, you got to make sure that those friends that you have are the type of friends that are going to look you in your face and say, you were wrong in this situation. You could have handled this better. You need to take a step away from this situation because this person is not giving you the type of love and commitment and respect that you deserve. Those are the kind of friends that you want to have. Those are often the friends that we will tell, stay out my business, leave me alone. But those are truly the friends that you need to have in your corner because they're telling you something that your conscience knows is right. But oftentimes, we get caught up in the flesh. That's a whole nother series. We won't talk about that now. But again, I just want to thank you guys so very much. Uh, you're right, Dana. Those are not real friends. No, this has been so much fun for me. This has been a dream come true. I thought of this some time ago, and I want to thank some people. Actually, Kimberly Moore is on the line now. We talked about doing this, me doing this. So thank you for encouraging me to do it. I want to thank Malicia for suggesting that I use Facebook as well because I think that has been Periscope has been nice, but I've not had the level of response and sharing on Periscope as I have with Facebook. So thank you very much. I have posted all of these videos to my Facebook page, Unconditional Forgiveness. And hopefully after this weekend, I'll have them all posted to YouTube and ultimately to my website, cedricnewburn.com. If you want to find out more about what I'm doing, where I'm speaking, if you'd like to engage me to speak for a conference or what have you, feel free to reach out to me through my website, cedricnewburn.com, or else you can message me through Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, any of those. I'm under at Cedric Newburn. And again, I thank you so very much. And I'm going to give a big shout out to my wife who's allowed me to spend 10 minutes a night this week with you guys as we've been nursing a sick child. And also thank my son who's in the background dying because he wants to play and do something really loud. But we're trying to get him to hold out for just one more minute. But thank you guys so much. I would not be able to do this. I would not be able to share what I've been through if I didn't have the encouragement of good friends along the way to help me see that there was value in the pain and the things that I went through in broken relationships and some of the trust issues that I had. So now that I know that, I want to share it. And I'm thankful that you guys tuned in. Have a wonderful weekend. And I will be back soon with another series. And I will talk to you then. Be blessed. Oh, the challenge. I'm sorry. The challenge for you tonight. It's not an affirmation. It's not a letter that you got to write. All I want you to do, share this video with someone that you know is in need. If you've got a friend that's dealing with some things that they really need to let go, share this video. Also, if you would like, reach out to me as well, and I can get a copy of a book to them. Sorry, that's Mr. Matthew. Thank you, and be blessed. And thanks again for all the support. Take care.